All right, guys, I hate to say it, but Eric went out and did something crazy. So if you remember my last cabin building video, I went through and I put the pad in. Not an easy task for me, let me tell you.
I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day.
If you didn't check out the video, you can see it right up here. And if you guys really want to help me out, just hit that thumbs up. It really helps out. It doesn't pay me more, but it just kind of lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job. Thank you. So as soon as I got this done, Eric had decided to do something that I didn't think was going to happen for a couple of years.
Hun?
Yeah.
I might have just done something.
Like what?
You remember that the pad you put in for your office?
Yeah.
How mad would you be if I said we had to move it?
Why would I have to move it? You told me that was a good spot.
Remember how we've been kicking around the idea of building a house?
Yeah, you said that was like gonna be 5 to 10 years from now.
Well, I might have kind of bought something.
A bulldozer?
I wish it was a bulldozer. That'd be really sweet. No, not a bulldozer. You know Facebook Marketplace, right?
Yeah, that's your favorite place.
You know how I love to shop on there, right?
Yeah.
Well, I did a little shopping.
What did you do?
Is it possible to buy part of a house? Because that's kind of what I did.
How do you buy part of a house?
With money.
Well, no, duh, but I mean, like, well, where's the rest of it? Why would you only buy part of a house? You can't just have half of a house.
Let's just say it was kind of a deal that I just couldn't pass up. Just come with me and I'll show you.
So, when he saw this for sale on Facebook, he fell in love. And I had to admit, it definitely had a very country feel to it. It was very unique. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like right now. So here's a video of how we hauled it. Because it was so spur of the moment, the family wanted it out of the garage as soon as possible. It wasn't free, so yeah, we did have to pay for it. It was a fraction of the cost of what we would have paid for mediocre cabinets. All of the U-Haul trucks were booked up. We couldn't find anything to rent, so we had to make 100 trips with Eric's trailer. It was a 30-minute drive each way. Yeah, so if you're wondering why a lot of the videos have been slow coming out, that's the reason why. We've been busy doing that. So now I tried to get video of the awesome, cool granite countertops and the cool countertop holders that Eric actually designed himself and built. These things were so epic. He just came up with it spur of the moment, said, hey, you know, these granite countertops are gonna be a pain in the butt to move. Why not just put them on wheels? So he built these unique holders to transport these several 100-pound countertops. There were a total of 7 countertops. The 2 islands were this beautiful black opal color, and then the other ones, the other 5 countertops, were kind of more of a golden granite. 4 of us struggled to lift those countertops. They were so heavy. But here's everything in the storage unit. This was a 10 by 20 unit, and it barely fit everything in there. All right, since I missed all the video yesterday, we'll take a little bit of video of what we have today. So this is actually a topper piece. The one up there is an extra one. You can see the ornate detail work on that. All right, so here are the cabinets. You can see the detail work on the handles and a little bit of edging on there as well. Here's the face of the wooden part of the cabinets. You can see the rich wood detail. And these are solid wood. You still have the typical particle board on the inside there, of course. Kind of sucks, but the ends at least are dovetailed. So there's the detail work on this piece, and all the miscellaneous pieces that we've managed to fit in here. Put my mule to work today. So this is a 10 by 20 unit, and we fit an entire kitchen in it. We've got
Come on over.
pieces everywhere. Some of it came off nicely, some of it's broken. Like this door right here is busted. This one's completely busted off. So that's gonna be fun.
I think that just screws into the cabinet.
I don't know. Lots of random pieces. So yeah, and then there's the granite. This is the back end. I'm really disappointed because this one I was trying to show the light on it and I didn't get that video because it apparently I hit the stop button.
What was this piece for?
That was on the top of something. I think that was on the top of the china hutch.
I think I stink.
No, that's the restaurant that you're smelling. It's fried onion rings.
I was like, oh, I smell like BO or something.
No,
man.
that's fried onion rings. Well, at least you know you don't have COVID.
I just took a shower and I was like, man, woo, getting right.
All right, so this kitchen set came out of a house that was $1.8 million. Also had a couple other things for sale. He had a stack of lights and carpets, and I think it was like for another $500 we could get all that. So we kind of went back and forth and we're like, you know, this is kind of the taste that we have for our house anyway, so we'll go ahead and just buy it. If anything, it saved me the trouble of having to run down to the store and pick everything out. All right, so are you guys ready to see everything that we came out with as a final tally? It's not even the final tally. There's a couple things at Eric's mom's house. She's gonna try to hang them, but they're a little bit too heavy for her ceilings. But anyway, here it is. The whole unit is filled. Like I have like this much space here, and this much space from here to here. Like that's it. You can fit a little bit more right here. There's a couple more carpet pieces we might go grab, but yeah, look at, see, here's a chandelier. This is a brushed bronze finish, and here's some wall sconces. They are just a little bit janky around in there. Oh, here's a triple mirror. I didn't even realize we had this triple mirror. Wow. Now these wall sconces, if they're the brand that I'm thinking they are, this one I think was probably $200 or more. These right here are going in my office. So you see this nice little candle guy. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, so there's a couple of these guys. Those are going in my office. I've got a couple of those for the house. She has a big giant, or calls it a boob light. We got a couple lights like that. There's another one of those hanging sconces. This one is really heavy. This one was, I think, an $800 light, if that's the same one that I found online. $800 for that. I've got a couple of those. That's kind of more of a brushed nickel finish. That thing is really cool up there. There's another one way back there. This is a set of 3 of these. Oh, these are the other ones that were going in my office. So these are spotlights, which I thought were really cool. And we've got more lights up here. And this one's going in my office. This is a double set. Yeah, there's another one of those lights that matches that one. We got a bunch of these lights under here. There's another one of those. There's my, oh, that's a interesting, it's a different light. That's a single. And there's a couple more singles. I only have the one double. So that is crazy, crazy lot of lights. So anyway, so this is upcoming video. So post in the comments down below if this is something that you'd be interested in seeing. It would be a house build and putting this giant chaotic mess back together. Ideally. So again, this is going to be maybe next year. What do you think? Would you like to see a build like this? Is this something that would be exciting? I mean, we're going to be doing it, but I don't know. Should I keep it on this channel or make it a separate channel? I don't know. Tough to say. But the big deal is that now we are potentially gearing up for building this spring. But here's where you guys come into play. So we're not going with a traditional stick-built house. Nope, not in the plan. We had thought about doing, what do they call them? A manufactured house, modular. But Eric really fell in love with barndominiums or barndo houses. You can look them up on YouTube. They're all over the place. The Amish are acquainted with building barns and barndominiums. And then we would go through and refinish the entire inside ourselves. Option number 2 is a post frame. Is that right? Post frame house? Timber frame, that's it, timber frame house. That's the second option. He's also considering getting a sawmill and milling out some of the trees in the backwoods to use for the house. Getting another shipping container to put the wood in to kind of dry it. So put your thoughts down below. Different things you've seen, different things you think we might take a look at, all of that stuff. Go ahead and put it down below. But that's okay. I'm still getting my office. It is still going up. And it's still going to go right here. I just don't know for how long. So don't worry. The dream cabin build is going to be right here. Other thing. We might look at putting it off grid. So put your thoughts down below on that if you've done it. We're looking at running a 30 amp breaker out to the cabin. So 30 amps is what it would entail. 30 amps, you can probably get enough solar panels for 30 amps. And, you know, after I got to thinking about it, there are a lot of horse ladies that hook solar panels to their horse campers. Yeah, that's a really popular thing instead of using a generator. So maybe it's not as hard as I was thinking. I don't know. Anyway, let's get going on this cabin build. We got a couple cool things to show you. All right, so one thing about this dream cabin build is that much of it is going to be from recycled materials. And that's not intended, that's just how it is. All right, so for the walls, we have, hey, look at this. Stacks upon stacks of pallet boards. Truthfully, I don't know how good these are. Eric actually bought these years ago with plans to put them in our current house on the walls. And they've just been sitting here rotting. The downside is I'm not sure, like, are they flat or not? So you can see that obviously they're different colors. They obviously need to dry a little bit more. And I probably would go through and stain them different colors, I think. But There'd be an easy way to cover over the walls. I could either go top to bottom like that, or I could go side by side. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? I should, in theory, have enough boards here. And I know you're going to tell me you need to count it out, and you're correct. I do need to measure square footage on my walls and square footage on each board to figure out how many boards approximately it's going to take to cover the walls. Sounds like a good math lesson for my son. All right, guys, so I know it doesn't look like much, but these are going to be my cabinets for my office. And right there are the wooden boards that go on the top to make the desk. So this is kind of one of those weird random things that Eric's dad had in his garage. Yeah, and then like there's little bracket holes right here. And then this is the top. So this would be your desk right here, and then it just brackets on with brackets. Somewhere there's brackets, I think. And if not, then we'll find some brackets. But this one's like a lock. Uh-oh. Oh. Well, I have no idea where the keys are for this. But yeah, so this is a filing cabinet, which is pretty sweet. And then some regular drawers. And it's all in really good shape. And I don't know where you got it from. Techline is the brand. I mean, this is some decent stuff. So there's no way that I'd be able to afford this nice of cabinets for my office, but because they're already here in Randy's garage, then I've got a whole set to pick from. So anyway, this is pretty much how my office is coming out. Is just collecting bits and pieces of stuff from everywhere. I mean, this is how we've lived our life on the farm, is just collecting stuff. So yeah, you gotta make use of what you have, and you know, just wait for the right opportunities and stuff. So now all I need is my actual cabin delivered. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hey, if you guys could do me a quick favor and just hit that subscribe button down below along with the bell. If you find this at all enjoyable, go back through and watch some of my other videos and just see if this channel's right up your alley. And of course, if you like animals, I've also got my dog channel. You can click a link right up here. That'll take you over to my short little fun happy videos of the dog. Look forward to seeing you guys again the next time. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.